With the general election now less than 50 days away, thousands of absentee ballots are in the mail. Good evening, I'm Amanda Starrentino.
And I'm Mark Mullins. Many people are choosing to vote by mail this year due to the pandemic, but some are concerned that their ballot might not make it to its destination by Election Day. WRTV's Cornelius Hawker is working for you to make sure your vote counts on November 3rd.
Jill Engel tells me her choice to vote by mail was an easy decision.
The primary reason is concern about contracting COVID-19.
Being of a particular age, Jill now falls into the high-risk category for those catching COVID-19 and getting really sick from it or worse.
I anticipate a very large turnout for this presidential election, and I just don't want to stand in line with people that maybe won't wear a mask or people that show up maybe ill, but they're determined to vote.
Like Jill, thousands of other people in central Indiana are planning to vote by mail this year. Marion County has received around 43,000 absentee ballot applications, more than double the 21,000 requested for the 2016 general election. Spurred on by the political back and forth about mail-in voting, some people, like Jill, are worried their ballot might not get counted if they send it back through the mail.
I trust our local mail carrier. It's just what's coming out from Washington that concerns me.
If you share Jill's concerns, you can turn in your mail-in ballot in person to your county's election board at an early voting site or on Election Day at a voting site before noon. Jill says she'll do what's necessary to avoid voting in person.
It's not worth the risk.
Counties are now mailing out ballots. Marion has sent out around 6,000 of them, and an election official tells me that they are going to start counting them as required by law on Election Day, but to compensate for the increase, they may start counting them earlier in the day. However, that has not been decided yet. Working for you, Cornelius Hawker, WRTV.
Some important dates for you to keep in mind. To vote in November, you must register by October 5th. To vote by mail, you have to request a ballot by October 22nd. If you are returning your ballot by mail, the Postal Service says to give it at least a week to arrive by the noon on Election Day deadline. That means you should put it in the mail by the morning of October 27th. Information on how to request a ballot and all of these deadlines, go to WRTV.com.